Today we finally get to install the ETS intercooler. I got a 3.5 inch Extreme Turbo System intercooler. I haven't gotten the piping just yet. I don't know what turbo kit I'm gonna run, so I don't wanna go ahead and buy a piping and then have to make something or buy another route. So I know I am gonna go short route on the top, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna go in the bottom. So I'm waiting on the piping. You know, I don't wanna spend more money than I have to. So for now, I'm just gonna install the intercooler. I'm gonna go over how to remove the bumper. I'm not gonna go over, I'm just gonna record it and I'll put notes in the video. But basically super easy install. Remove the bumper, remove the old intercooler. You gotta remove the crash beam and then install the intercooler and reverse process, install the crash beam and install the bumper. So it should be pretty simple. Hopefully it is, because it's 4 a.m. and I gotta go to work soon. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so right away, I noticed that this bumper has been taken off and not put in back properly due to the fact that there's missing clips here, basically all around here. There's only 2 bolts holding it. There's 2 bolts that go through the front. Sorry, I'm not even recording that. And they don't even have them. They're with zip ties. And then also there's a bolt that I'm not sure if you can see that. There's 1 bolt here, and then there's 2 clips here that you're supposed to remove. And then on this side, same thing. 1 bolt holding the bumper, and then the 2 clips. So I don't think this is going to be the perfect sample of how to remove an Evo 8 bumper, but at least you know more or less how to remove it. So, bumper removed successful. It was super easy. Whoever removed the bumper last time didn't put all the bolts back in. Basically, it was held on with 4 bolts. So I'm gonna see if I could get all the clips, the OEM clips, try to make this installed correctly. So I may not install it by today, so I won't take the Evo to work, but this is how it looks. So now all we have is to remove the crash beam, old intercooler, and then basically bolt on right back up. This is how the bumper looks from the inside. You were supposed to have 2 bolts that hold it here and here. Then you have the one that's on the upper and on the left of the wheel wells, and then you have the upper ones. So it's a super easy bumper removal. But I wish I had all the clips so I could have shown you exactly what to remove. But now let's get to removing all of this so we can install the new intercooler. Okay, now to remove your crash beam and the factory intercooler, it's pretty easy. There's 2 bolts there, and then 2 bolts on this side. And then make sure you're holding the crash beam because you don't want it to fall off. So you'll remove the crash beam, and then for the intercooler, there's 1 there, 1 in the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see there, that one, and then a 3rd one here, and then of course remove your factory couplings, and you're good. just basically remove everything, and then to install, basically reverse process. That's it. Bumper removed, intercooler removed. Pretty easy, really. For the intercooler, it was exactly what I said, the 3 bolts, and then remove the couplers. And now it's reverse process. I'll record installing the new intercooler. I may not install it today. I'm gonna clean up, degrease all of that, use a little bit of soap, and clean as much as I can now that the bumper's removed and the intercooler's removed. And then once I clean everything, I'll put everything back in place. Okay, so now that the bumper is completely removed, it's time to go ahead and install the intercooler. Straight bolt on. You're gonna use these bolts with the spacer on the two wings, so on that side and on this side, and then you're gonna basically mount this like this and bolt it up with the bolt that comes with the intercooler already, and that's it. Okay, so to bolt it on, if you're by yourself, it's gonna be a little bit of a mission, but basically 2 bolts. It goes in the lower hole with the spacer, so the long bolt, and then the other long bolt with the spacer, and then the upper bar with the little nut that the intercooler already has, and the spacing is like super precise. Let me see if I can get this to focus. I mean, that's all you have really, that, and then this much with the AC. I mean, not with the AC, with the fan. It's like super fit. So we'll see how this goes. Now I'm gonna install the crash beam. After the crash beam, it's basically installing the bumper back, and we are done. Oh, and putting the couplers and hoses and everything. Finally, the intercooler is installed. Pretty simple. Basically, like I said, the 3 bolts, 1, 2 on this side, and then this one. And remember that the spacer goes behind on that side. And then if you're gonna use the OEM crash beam, you have to shave a little bit of these tabs. So I just shaved them. I don't know if you can see it, but I had to cut a little bit because if not, they hit here. And I realized after I was trying to install it, and I kind of scratched the intercooler a little bit. But no biggie, I just shaved them off. Gonna install the crash beam back on. And then after the crash beam, it's basically the bumper, and that's it. But it looks super duper sick, and I can't wait to see what how the car feels once I actually turn it on.